saying to yourself, this guy's knucking futs. I mean, who else would get up on a frosty single-digit morning and walk right into Daniel's Lion's Den, a FEMA concentration camp? My stomach's churning just thinking about it. It really is. Because this ain't no joke. They can arrest you without a charge. They can hold you indefinitely without trying you. They can keep you incommunicado. No lawyer. They don't even have to tell your family that they have you. And that's not the America that I grew up in, and that's not the America that I want my children to grow up in. Hey, apparently there are a few FEMA camps in Michigan. The one closest to me within driving distance is Camp Grayling. Camp Grayling is listed as a National Guard training center. Its webpage says that it trains tens of thousands of soldiers each year in various disciplines. And when I get there, maybe the public information officer will tell me what those disciplines are. Now, we'll just have to see. I wanted to do this because, well, for one thing, I need to know. Are they building concentration camps in this country? If so, why? For who? That concerns me. Concerns me quite a bit. And to be honest, friends, at this point in my life, I got nothing left to lose. I mean, I've lived my life watching events, reporting on events, and it's just been recently that I've started to take a stand. Because I'm not on anybody's payroll, I can afford to take a stand. I get to say what I want now. And that's new. So we'll find out what's going on with this camp at Camp Grayling in the middle of the Lower Peninsula of Michigan. One way or another. I just hope that I'm not one of the first casualties of the National Defense Authorization Act. Because I can say, do you have a cigarette in Spanish, but I can't say it in Croatian. Or whatever other wild countries the CIA has their secret prisons. Synchronicity. That's a term that's defined by the confluence of events coming together at just the right time, just the right place for just the right reason. I'm in Grayling, Michigan, and I just pulled over onto the side of the road to wash my car, and I saw a young man with a Ron Paul bumper sticker and a National Guard license plate. How lucky can you get? So, you were in the Guard for 10 years, weren't you?
Yes, sir.
And you got out in 2006?
Yes.
What did you do?
Was a M1 tank crew specialist, as well as a motor vehicle operator, predominantly heavy trucks, cargo.
Okay, now, we talked just a few minutes ago, and you told me that something strange was happening back in the summer of 2010. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
While working for a local hardware company, I had multiple vehicles come in with GSA, government services license plates on them, and several men and women that identified themselves as DOD contractors. And they were buying up a lot of 4x4 posts, plywood, concrete bags, cement blocks, patios. And I asked them what they were building, and they told me they were setting up a Middle Eastern type village for training purposes at Camp Grayling.
Okay, and there's other stuff that's been going on there too that is, you told me was unsettling, like paramilitary law enforcement training. What's going on with that?
Yes, the details of which I don't know, but I have firsthand seen multiple law enforcement organizations that come up to Camp Grayling for training. I asked one of the training officers what kind of training they did, and I was told that they do paramilitary type operations, riot control, things of that nature.
And riot control in response to what? You think that there's going to be massive civil unrest in the United States, don't you?
I believe very strongly that there is massive civil unrest already beginning in this country, and I think the government is planning for such unrest.
Do you think it's beyond the government to put its own citizens in a FEMA camp?
No, I do not.
Just to be fair, have you ever seen with your own eyes any of these prison camps within a prison camp, what you would normally associate with the idea of a FEMA camp that you get on the internet, the barbed wire facing in and guard towers and all that stuff? Have you ever seen any of that with your own two eyes?
No, I have not.
No, but you are aware of its existence.
I've heard of it, I've read about it, I've seen it on the internet, and I believe very strongly that it's more likely true than untrue.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
No time.
I don't know about you folks, but I find that story extremely unsettling. So what are we going to do? Well, I've been pretty lucky so far. I don't know how far I want to push that luck, though. Because they can detain you without a charge and make you disappear. I'll be honest with you, this is scaring the living hell out of me. I got this feeling in the pit of my stomach, like almost like I want to throw up. But I feel alive. A whole bunch of snowmobiles go by. I love winter in Michigan. Why am I all bundled up like an Eskimo? Because it's 8 degrees out here. It's freaking cold. It's okay. I'll do what I have to do to get to the truth about the place behind me, this Camp Grayling. Is it a National Guard training center, as the sign says? Sure it is. Could it be a concentration camp in the future? Well, that's what I'm here to find out. And there's only one way to find out, and that's to get on the base. And that's going to be my mission next week, right here on The Truth is Viral. And see if I can get on Camp Grayling and see just exactly what it is that's going on. So, until next week, I'm Bob Powell. Thank you for watching The Truth is Viral, exclusively here on AboveTopSecret.com. As always, Semper Fi. Hoorah.
Smack, runner.